Well, Donald Trump supporters crying foul over what they see as biased coverage highlighting Trump's failings while ignoring Hillary Clinton's. Here is former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
You really don't treat us the same way. Hillary's situation, in which the FBI, in an extraordinary memo, found her to be extremely careless in handling top security information. My goodness, I wouldn't hire a person as an assistant U.S. attorney if that was in their FBI background. We're going to make a president of the United States? Nobody raises that.
Howard Kurtz is the host of Media Buzz and joins us now. Howie, always good to see you.
Hi, Abby.
All right, so we heard that from Mayor Giuliani, but as you know, this is not the first we've heard that. We've been hearing this for months. Even yesterday there was a show I won't mention that had a panel full of Trump supporters basically venting about the media bias. What is going on here? Have you ever seen anything quite like this?
I have never seen anything remotely like this, and I have been saying this for months. Now, you have to discount a little bit of what Rudy says because he's a Trump partisan, and by the way, he got pretty good coverage as a Republican mayor of New York City. He knows how to work the press. But the obvious distaste bordering on disgust that many journalists as well as commentators have for Donald Trump, he was able to defeat that in the primaries, but it's been going on for quite a while. In the last 10 days, it is almost like the press put out a mob hit on Donald Trump. The imbalance is so overwhelming on almost every media site and outlet that it can no longer be denied.
It's so interesting. Even the New York Times yesterday had a piece about exactly that, and they were basically saying, if you're a working journalist today and you think Donald Trump is crazy, how the heck are you supposed to cover this guy? How do you answer that?
Well, you know, this column by Jim Rutenberg, the media reporter, I think actually admitted what a lot of journalists are saying privately, which is a lot of journalists who also talk to other friends who also think that Donald Trump is a bit unhinged feel that Trump is so dangerous and such a threat to Western civilization and such a unimaginable president in their view that they feel that it is almost their patriotic duty to take him down. And if you want to do that, fine, but then you can't say you're a journalist. You're then a partisan.
Right.
And no matter, you know, I certainly would agree. I'm not here to defend Donald Trump. I don't favor any party or candidate. I certainly would agree if Trump makes misstatements, if he gets involved in self-destructive fights, if he appears to be ignorant on certain issues, then you go after that aggressively. We have not seen a candidate like Donald Trump in the modern era. But once you adopt the view that this guy has to be stopped for the good of the country, then you have shed any pretense of objectivity.
Well, we've heard that from a lot of people, the way you just said it. You know, I've talked to a lot of folks who say, I don't love everything Donald Trump says, but there's a part of me that wants to give the middle finger to the media and to the establishment wings of the party. Does this feed right into Donald Trump and what he's been saying all along?
Sure. I mean, Donald Trump, on some level, loves going to war with the press because his base despises the media. And every example of, you know, oh, he threw a baby out of the rally, if it's a small story or if it's a big story, you know, confirms their view that the press is just not being fair to Trump in particular, maybe Republicans in general. And, you know, it's not that we haven't been aggressive at times with Hillary Clinton, and I think the FBI investigation and all that came out of it was aggressively covered by the press, but she is so overshadowed by the Trump coverage. You look at any newspaper, any day, any website, and of course she speaks to the media so much more frequently than does Donald Trump, and I give him great credit for that.
Right.
He's willing to take the heat. So all of that adds up to a picture of great imbalance, and finally now some people are talking about it out in the open as if it's okay. Well, it's not okay if you believe in straight journalism. Commentators are another matter, but I still cling to the notion that we need to be fair in a presidential campaign and that our credibility is at stake.
I like that, and that's well said. Howie Kurtz, always good to see you.